Aaron Smith wants it. Long ball into midfield, and Nonu. Some space there for Nonu initially. Picked up by Corey Jane. Aaron Smith again. Well, England might be a man down here on the far side. Savir going for the corner. And getting into the corner. They have the series. Today is about applying the sword, and that is a poor start from England. Now has 21 tries in 22 internationals.
And once again, in the early stages of a game, England gets so narrow. Brown is the last man. He's got 15 metres to try and make up against Sevilla. It's happened at Twickenham last year when New Zealand blitzed England in the first 15 minutes. It happened with Marlon Yard a few times in the first test. England are very narrow. New Zealand have got the skills to just say, OK, we can play outside you. And they don't just have the skills, they've got a man who can bust Mike Brown like that, Julian Savia.
Having benched like Hartley last week, and Vunipola too. New Zealand not hanging around. Vunipola took out the call, but the ball had gone, and Cruden runs onto it, and it's that danger man again. Savia cutting back inside. No wonder they love him.
It's brilliant play from New Zealand, first of all. England get very narrow. Eastman gets sucked in. He gives Cruden the break. And look at this for a pickup. Steps off the inside. Nothing Ashton and Yard can do. Predatory finishing at the highest level. Eastman got sucked in. And as last week, Cruden eases into the gap. And this is a sublime moment. Slippery surface, off the left foot, inside Ashton, inside Yard. That is world-class finishing from a world-class winger.
That's scarce at the moment, though. Cruden went backwards. He's starting to run the show, isn't he, Fekitoa? Reed loves that channel on from Smith to Jane. Jane stepping ball inside, and Aaron Smith! That's the sharpness of Smith that we've come to expect. Like a razor.
You know, England's defence, one-on-one tackles, not good enough. That doesn't hit the hand.
No, there was no knock on there.
No.
There is no clear and obvious knock on for me. Yeah.
It's a try.
Okay, thank you.
And Chris Robshaw is asking about whether it should have been the pass to be looked at, but too late now. Aaron Smith has got his score. And they promised to open up today, New Zealand, and they are doing exactly that.
Look at this. I'm afraid that's not good enough from Marlon Yard. Forward pass or not, New Zealand have punctured England. I don't think it is, to be honest. They've just got to try and take the tempo out of it. They're making no distance. They can't escape.
Here's Cruden and Fekitoa. Carl Eastman, Manu Tuilangi played so well together in the first test. This a different sort of test. Ben Smith, a little dummy. He's got support inside. Well, Savia got a brace, and now Aaron Smith has two. Applause from the coach, and this, the kind of treatment England had been used to in this country in recent times.
Dummy on Yard's flank. He waits there. He hasn't got support coming. Burns can't make the tackle. Ben Smith picking the sort of line we saw from Conrad Smith last week, but instead of going wide, sells the dummy to Yard, looks inside. Aaron Smith there. The Highlanders 1-2, the scrum half on hand. Celebrated the try, 4 tries already.
Competition even for him. Launchbury, good ball inside to Ben Youngs as England look to get off on the right footing in this second half. Manu Tuilangi nearly there. Ben Youngs goes in, Marlon Yard has it, he's got it down, and Yard scores like he did in the second test. Totally different situation.
Oh, great play from Joe Launchbury, the offload there, and Ben Youngs does this so well, steps inside Ben Smith, and then Tuilangi, his strength just keeps New Zealand on the back foot, and Yard, he's had a horrible afternoon defensively, but he's a real predator close to the line. This is a super offload, left hand there, little pop pass there, and Ben Youngs is quick. That's a great step to leave Ben Smith for dead. Tuilangi's strength takes him so close, it has 3 New Zealanders backpedaling. Yard sees the opportunity as Cole slips, and he's over. That's a great start for England, exactly what they needed.
Hasn't got to that hat-trick, but 2 inside the first 10 minutes or so. Crotty onto Faumuina again. Perenara, Smith, Corey Jane. Oh, he's travelled well there. He's got to get the hat-trick. It's the perfect finish for Savia, for New Zealand. Whitewash complete over the men in white. 3-0 was always the favourite here. Now equal the world record of 17 matches won in a row.
It's the difference in class is the ability of New Zealand in 5-metre channels to finish. Savia is a world-class player. Corey Jane hasn't been at his best, but with Ben Smith, again, just stepping inside the challenges, England missing too many tackles, New Zealand make it look easy. I think England really, from this test, have to look at the first half and say, those are the levels we have to aspire to.
As it turned out, the first test, despite the disruption to England in their build-up, was the golden chance. In the second test, they had a golden moment just before half-time, could have almost taken it away, but by half-time today, New Zealand had taken it away, and they had the series, and this, an emphatic win.